There is just something special about a clean, cozy home, and today we're creating exactly that. Let's reset together and bring back the cozy. So, like normal, we are starting off in my kitchen today. Now, I do get tired of cleaning the kitchen and I move on to like laundry and the bedroom today, and then I come back to the kitchen. Is anybody else like that? I feel like if I spend too much time in a room, I'm like, let's go. I'm bored. I want to go do something else. And so I'm just starting with cleaning our Ninja slushy maker. We made the best like frozen margaritas the other night. So good. However, I need to get it cleaned because we do slushies for my son in here as well. And also, I don't know what happened last night to our dinner, but it's everywhere. We had, what are they called? Salisbury steak. And I must have like drop the pan a little bit or something because like it went everywhere. So I'm just getting that cleaned up now. I want to hear from you guys what makes your home feel like cozy. For me, it would be candles and ambient lighting. So in our bedrooms, like on our beds, we have those Philips Hue light strips and they turn on at sunset. So every night when we come into bed, we have like ambient lighting to come into instead of like the harsh overhead lighting. So that's, and then candles, like I said, candles are just, they're the best thing invented. And I hope you guys like dish motivation, like people doing the dishes, because yeah, I got some. So I'm starting with putting away the ones that I've already cleaned and they're clean and dry. And then I have to move on. You can't even tell from this clip how many dishes there are, but like it's crazy. I was a little overwhelmed, and I think this might be what pushed me over the edge of like, okay, I'm bored, time to change gears. So I'm just gonna work on those now. I actually had to speed it up to like times 8. Normally, I put my stuff on like times 4, and I had to speed this up to times 8 because it was just so much. So, fun fact, we do not have a dishwasher. Now, we have considered in the past installing one. However, I just don't know. I'm usually really good about like keeping up on top of the dishes, or my husband, if one of us walks into the kitchen and notices, there's quite a few dishes, then we'll just go ahead and get them done. So, I'm not sure we would benefit from a dishwasher. But yeah, I'm the main dishwasher, and so everything is done by hand. Also, I wanted to ask, so I don't know, probably like 10 years ago, I stopped like filling the sink with water and doing the dishes that way, like letting them soak, and I've just started doing them this way like 10 years ago. Does anybody else do that? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like the generation of filling up a sink and letting them soak is like no more. Let me know what you guys do because I'm curious. So, like I said, I'm usually really good about keeping up on the dishes. However, summer kills me. So, normally it's just me at home, you know, for the whole day pretty much. And I don't usually eat breakfast. I know, super bad, you guys. My coffee is my breakfast. And then I will have like a super light girl lunch. And then for dinner is when the main portion of the dishes are dirtied. However, summer, now my son is home, so there's two of us, and he absolutely does eat breakfast. I make sure, do as I say, not as I do. And then also, my husband was home for a week. So, yeah, the dishes, they're getting a little hard to keep up with, but that's okay. We'll get them done. I actually prefer the actual act of washing the dishes versus drying and putting away. So if my husband was home, he would be drying and putting away while I was actually washing the dishes. However, he is not home, he is back to work. And so let me know down in the comments below, what is the worst part of dishes for you? Is it the actual washing? Is it the drying, the putting away? So I said I would give you guys an update on the Ninja slushy machine. We are still loving it, you guys. It is so awesome. It's so easy to use, so easy to clean. You can make so many different things. We had those red, white, and blue Smirnoff beers or whatever you want to call them, and I froze those up too and went in the pool. Like, it is awesome. The only thing I don't like is you can't use sugar-free things, which we buy a lot of sugar-free things, but that's not Ninja's fault. That's just science. So you either have to add sugar or, not use sugar-free things, but it is awesome. Also, I need to wash our throw blankets today because it's been like a week, so that's what I'm doing there. Is anyone else like already dreading the end of summer? I know we still have over a month left until school starts, but like it feels like it just already went by so fast, and I'm one of those people that I have like high anxiety, and so I worry about crap when I don't need to. But like I'm already upset and sad because like it feels like summer's almost over, and I'll talk about this more in like a back to school video, but I really, really, really don't like the act of taking my son to school. I don't like that he's in the hands of strangers like all day. He's not with me. I'm home by myself. I miss my little baby. So, it's just those feelings. I'm not ready for those again. My son has been in school for like 5, 6 years, and I still completely bawl my eyes out the first week of school, like the act of dropping him off, and I get so excited when I get to go pick him up. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those toxic boy moms. However, I miss him. It's weird. I don't like being home by myself. I mean, sometimes I do, but I have considered homeschooling. However, I don't think it would be a good fit. There was a reason I didn't go to school to be a teacher. I don't think I'd be a very good one, and I don't want him to miss out on like the social interactions with other kids because our neighborhood is it's it's elderly. Our neighbors are all we're the youngest ones in the neighborhood. Now they do have grandkids. One of our neighbors do, but the neighborhood's not like filled with kids, unfortunately. So the social interaction comes from the end, like activities outside of school and school. Also, I wanted to show you I didn't throw that bag of oranges or the cuties away. I just went ahead and peeled them all because I feel like people weren't grabbing them because they weren't like easy to grab, and I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes what I do with the peels. And then also, my dog's dishes don't usually look this bad. However, I decided this week to give him a little pumpkin with his wet dog food, and it makes a mess, as you saw. So I'm just going to go ahead and get those cleaned up. Okay, so back to the homeschool thing. Like I said, I'm just not sure it would be a good fit. Like, I I know enough to like get by in life. Obviously, I graduated with a 4.0. I was on the honors roll, but like I didn't go to school to be a teacher. I had no interest in being a teacher. I went to cosmetology school, okay, you guys? So, to be responsible for like his life lessons and teaching him, I'm like, that scares me. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's never going to happen, but I feel like it should have happened if it was going to. And then, yes, a little hack I have for you guys is to, if you peel like an orange or something, throw it down your garbage disposal. You can thank me later. Oh my gosh, it makes it smell so good. Now, I don't actually like oranges, but the smell of orange, yes, it smells so clean. So go ahead and do that. And it doesn't replace your dishwasher or garbage disposal cleaner, obviously, but it helps between cleans. And here is where I got tired of the kitchen, and I'm like, okay, let's go fold laundry. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna fold and put away this load of laundry. Like I said, this was the load that I'm like, okay, I'll wash my husband's and mine together. Normally I don't. If you saw in a previous video, my husband can't keep pens out of his pocket, and he ruined a couple of my shirts, so now everything gets washed separately. However, like I said, he was home this week, so I was pretty sure there was no pen. That's the thing. I just remembered watching this clip. That's the thing I've been meaning to tell you guys. So, if you've been around for a while, I've mentioned it in the past, but I have the worst case of RBF. Like, I look like such a, B word. I swear, guys, I'm not. My mouth automatically like turns down, and that doesn't help matters. And sometimes watching back, I'm like, oh my gosh, people should be scared of you. Like, no wonder they don't approach you in public. Sometimes I have to like really focus on my face and like, try to smile, but it doesn't always work because one day I was like, look, I'm smiling, and everybody around me was like, no, you're not. And I'm like, I feel like I am grinning ear to ear. So I'm sorry, you guys. I look like I hate my life and life is just the worst. It's not. Also, I had to laugh when I opened the closet and grabbed the hanger out. It hit me in the head, so that's why I was chuckling there. And I am fully aware we have way too many clothes on this, like, the rack. How it has not broken in 6 years, I have no idea. It is the best one ever, which is why I'm hesitant to replace it. But every time my mom comes over or whatnot, she's like, you really need to get some of these clothes off. And I'm like, I know, my husband and I both really like clothes, even though you see me cleaning in the same things. I love this shirt. I promise you I wash it, but it's one of those pieces that once it's washed, I'm like, okay, ready to go again. Now we are in the living room, and honestly, this room wasn't terrible. It wasn't as bad as it's been in the past. However, I don't get to fold that blanket because my dog, yep, there, I was like, can you tell he's in there? He's in there again. So I'm like, forget it. I'll just leave it. He's having relaxing time. Does anybody else have a small dog? Because I love small dogs. I love my Yorkie. However, you have to be really careful because you could easily sit on them. Like, if you don't move the blanket and check that he's not in there, like, you could sit on him. So, small dogs are awesome, but they're hard to see sometimes. And finally, this is the end of the dishes content. I just, got my dog's dishes all ready to go for dinner time, gave him some fresh water, and I'm just putting these dishes away. And yeah, that is it for the kitchen. If you enjoyed spending the day with me, I'd love to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future cleaning, homemaking, and mom life videos. And if you found this video helpful or motivating, give it a thumbs up, please. It really helps support my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!